Welcome back to Angie's Pantry with another Jar It Up January. This time I'm going to be canning up pumpkin. Now I've already pre-cut the pumpkin because we can all kind of figure out how to cut a pumpkin and seed it. So I cut it up, we cubed it, and now I'm at the point when you're going to can it, you need to parboil it and then pressure can it. So I'll bring you in a little closer so you can see how I'm doing this. 42 cups of pumpkin in here. That's been cleaned, cut, diced, and ready to be parboiled. I got my pans parboiling because I'm going to use the same water to put the pumpkin in too. So I'm just going to kind of go in and start putting it in there and parboil it for 3 minutes. Now I'm going to bring you a little closer so you can see how I'm doing this. I've got clean jar. I'm going to put in 1/4 of a teaspoon of canning salt. I'm going to figure out how to do this without and the reason I'm doing it chunk versus mashed is because it gets into the jar better versus when it's mush, and I've done that before. I've done where you made, you know, like pumpkin pie, and yeah, it was rotted inside, so I won't do that no more. So now I do the cubed. I'm going to grab a couple more cubes. Push those in there. Rebubble. Hope you can see everything I'm doing. Alright. I've got vinegar right here in this thing. I'm just going to wipe down the rims. One on there. Put it on finger tight. There's my first jar. When I'm all done filling up the canner, I'll be back. I've got to wipe down the rims with olive oil. Show you how I do that. Okay, so there's just olive oil on here, and then I wipe down all the way around the top with the olive oil. So you got to make sure you can see through your little vent hole, which I've already done. And then I wipe this around with the olive oil. And I'm just getting that rim. And then it goes arrow to arrow. So you set the lid on arrow to arrow. I want to make sure no jars are. Push those towards the middle. Okay. And then the width, I want to make sure the width is all about the same. All the way around. And then I go side to side. Excuse me, my reach. Tighten it up. This one I always got to pull away from the wall for a minute. Push it back. Alright. Okay, then I check and make sure my edges are all done. Tighten everything up. Now I've got to wait for this to, I'm going to turn my heat up because now I'm going to wait for steam to come out of here, a steady steam for 10 minutes. Once I see that steady steam, I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. Then in my area, I'm going to put the 10 weight on here, and then I can pints for 55 minutes. All right, I'll be back when it's time to put the steady stream on there. Time it. It's steaming. Try to get to where you can see it. Anyways, I set my timer. There you go. See that steam line? There. That's steady. So that's when you set your timer. For a while now, and it's just now starting to rattle. And once it becomes a more steady rattle, and I've got it at the 10 pressure can 10 over here. That's where we want it. So she rattles like that. Music to my ears. Now you want it to have a little break in between, like that. As long as it doesn't go half a minute in between shakes. So that's perfect. I've got this is set at 10, that's doing its rattle. Now I'm gonna set the timer for 55 minutes, and then we'll come back when I'll shut it off after 55 minutes, and then we'll move it over and let it cool down. But I wanted to show you about the little rattle. That music to your ears. Done. So now we're gonna reset. Carefully lift it away from you. I'm going to let that set for a few minutes. While that's venting, I'm going to ask you guys to go check out the other girls that are in the collaboration with #JarredUpJanuary. There's Lisa from Sutton's Days, Heather, the Needy Homesteader channel, Tina, Wilhelm'sKitchen. Now she always follows me. Paul's Rule of Thumb. Mandy, More to Life. They're all wonderful channels and canning queens, if you ask me. Or how do they do that? Like that? Just saying. Alright, don't forget to check out their other channels. Alright, let's see how these beauties look. Now, I forgot to tell you that I put 3 inches of water in the bottom of my pressure canner, and a splash of white vinegar, so my jars don't come out cloudy. Oh, and I think they look beautiful. Don't you? I want to thank you for stopping by, and as always, big hugs from my pantry to yours. Have a good day. Bye.